Okay, I'm just gonna be kneeling on my feet. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Karina, long time no see. I've been meaning to vlog for like, basically the past couple months, but every time I started like filming or like getting to filming, I either got unmotivated or I didn't like the footage. I filmed the Taylor Swift Lover album reaction, but then I don't know, I wasn't really too happy with how it turned out. So I'm just kind of leaving that in my camera roll. But my parents are gone for the weekend. They went to the They went to the Dominican Republic for their honeymoon, and so it was just me and my brother for the weekend, and so I finally just decided to pick up my camera. And it's so weird because when you're a YouTuber, you have this guilt every single time you're not picking up your camera. So in my mind, every single day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna pick up the camera today. But there's always an excuse, like either I'm too lazy to wash my hair so I look like crap, or my makeup's not done, or there's like other things that have to be done and I just don't prioritize it. And so I've been really, really angry about that because I want to produce more content, but there's just something about like the place that you're in sometimes when you're feeling just so maybe stuck in between, or like the weird transitional periods. And so it's always kind of been at the front of my mind as an excuse to just not film. But I want to get back into it, back into the grind. Every single time I have like a couple really amazing ideas and then just something runs in the way. So anyways, you would think it's actually like really early in the morning, but it's actually like 2:00 p.m. already. So I already had breakfast and lunch, so look at me go. I had to drive my parents to the airport this morning, so that's why I was awake early at like 7:30 or something. And then I went to Starbucks and I finally tried the pumpkin spice cream cold brew that everyone's been raving about. And I hated it. It was so gross, like so gross. I'm honestly not a fan of cold brew at all. She says as she continues drinking the cold brew. But together with like pumpkin cream, it was not a good mix. I had to like force myself and force my brain to pretend that I liked it because I had to like scarf it down. It was like 4 something, but I did not enjoy that. And I'm always trying to look for cheaper alternatives for like iced coffee at home. So I bought this cold brew like latte that I just made with almond milk vanilla, and it honestly just tastes like a French vanilla. Like it almost doesn't taste like it has any coffee in it, I guess because the milk overpowers it so much, and I hate French vanilla. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be drinking this. Anyways, I guess I just have bad luck sometimes, but oh, I guess some updates in my life are in order, so let's just move locations. You know what, I might just make myself like some tea or something, because I can't drink that. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and make it a tomorrow problem, because that's just what I do best. There you go, and there's my iced coffee from the cafe from the other day as well. So I guess we're gonna make, ooh, it's not fitting. I guess we're gonna make it a habit and a tradition. Bye bye problem, see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll just make some tea. Much better. I mean, as you can see, I'm really, really picky when it comes to coffee. I'm really, really picky when it comes to most things, but it was my dad's birthday a couple of weeks ago, so that's why there's like decor everywhere. But anyways, do you like my little coffee mug? I don't know if I talked about it before, about its origins, its birthplace. So I got this mug when I was working at Starbucks 2 years ago, and it was like a winter fall. There was like a week when there was a discount for all members who are working, like all partners, so that's when I got it. And I remember being so happy about it because it was so cute. So I still kind of have those memories attached when I remember small little things like mugs and aprons and everything. Alright, so a little update about my life. So right now, I mean, I graduated university in June, July, August, September. So it's been 3 months since I graduated, and now it's September already when people are going back to school, right? My update is that I'm kind of going back to school as well, but not in the way that you would think. So I decided to do a publishing certificate, which is through Ryerson University, but I'm not doing it in the physical classes. I'm going to be doing it online. So a certificate program is like in book publishing, so it has a lot of really interesting courses, and it can be fulfilled literally for like 2 years, 3 years. You can kind of just span out your courses whenever you want. But I decided to kind of pull them together, and so this semester I have 4 courses, and then next semester I have 4 courses. So in April I'll be done this publishing certificate. And if you're interested in book publishing, it's basically like a mandatory, necessary certificate that you need to have before you go into publishing. It also helps you get internships, because the program that I'm at, I'm told that I'm going to be sent internship, you know, availability. If someone in the publishing industry is looking for an intern, that like people in our program are more likely to get it because, you know, we know about it, we can apply, as opposed to me looking for internships for like the past year and literally not finding anything or getting anything, because I guess they favor publishing students. So that's kind of what I've been up to right now. So this week is my first week of school. It's Thursday. So far it's been really interesting. I have a copy editing class. So it's copy editing and stylistic editing, which I'm going to be making notes of right now. I have trade publishing course, an educational publishing course, and a digital publishing. So kind of like ebooks and HTML and things like that that I really need to learn about. So that's what I've been up to recently. You think your life is going to turn out one way, but real life is so different, and everything is so competitive, and I feel like they just make it so hard. And so right after, when you're done school, it's like there's literally no opportunities for you. I mean, specifically for me, what I was looking for, I finished my undergrad as a writing major, and so I was looking for writing jobs, social media jobs, digital marketing, all of those things, just because, you know, I do YouTube and Instagram and my blog and everything like that, but they all require so many years of experience that I almost wish I would have started that experience earlier in my university life. So that's kind of one tip of advice that I would suggest to anyone watching who is still in university, just starting, or in high school. My reason for that was because I started out with a criminology degree, so I thought I would be doing criminology and sociology. And so I did have a court reporting job when I started. I mean, I think it was like second year. And what court reporting is that you literally go to court and you like transcribe what's happening in court as like on your keyboard in the program. And I mean, not every single word, but like as much as you can, so that later on a transcriber actually transcribes every single word from what you've done. If that makes any sense. But anyways, so I did that for almost a year, and I didn't really enjoy it because it was kind of stressful, and I feel like all of the like lawyers and law clerks kind of treat you like you're below them. So, I mean, some days it was fun, but other days you have to kind of like scream out to be heard, because you have to, you know, ask them for their names and anything like that. So that's kind of where I thought my life was going towards. But then doing criminology, I realized that it's basically all sociology classes. Like, I thought I would be doing like really fun like crime investigations, or I mean, I even took a forensic class, and we did like talk about things kind of like crime scenes, but like obviously the forensic side of it. So I mean, I don't even remember what to, like, fingerprints and like that. So I guess now looking back, it does kind of seem interesting, but at the time when I was learning it, it doesn't seem interesting. So I think some things in life you kind of find interesting, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're going to be going into your career, if that makes sense. Because some things are just really interesting to listen to, like in movies and podcasts and books, but they're completely different to what you're going to be doing in life, which I think is like a really hard distinction to find in life. So anyways, and then I basically realized I hated it, and I mean, good thing I realized that right in time, because right after I took a writing course in second year while doing my crim courses, and I realized like I really loved it. It was like it wasn't creative writing, but it was like creative nonfiction writing. And so then I added a writing major in third year or fourth year, and taking obviously all the writing courses, and I had like less crim courses because I took them in first and second year. And so I ended up double majoring in criminology and professional writing. And then since I had so many sociology courses, I even minored in sociology. So if I would have realized that I was like into professional writing major maybe like first year or second year, maybe I would have like sought out more internships then, even like 3 or 4 month ones. But since it kind of happened later on, I wasn't able to. So it was like already third or fourth year, and I still kind of was trying to figure out what I want to be, who I am. And so that's what kind of made it harder and halted my process, which I don't think is a bad thing necessarily, because, you know, nothing in life goes like a straight line. It's always like you trying to figure it out, right? Like it's so easy to say like figure it out, but once you actually figure out, like I know so many people who are like way older and they still don't have it figured out. So that's kind of like one comforting thing about life and people that you meet and your friends, or that you're kind of all collectively trying to figure it out yourself, and there's like no judgment. Well, hopefully there's no judgment. But yeah, I would love to kind of go more in depth about like life after, like life post-grad, because it's really like different than I thought it was going to be. I thought getting a job was going to be so much easier. I went on a couple interviews and they were so hard, and even though they would have been like perfect for me, like I didn't end up getting them. And I really don't want to settle for something, for just like a job for the money aspect of it, just for like experience wise, or the fact that, you know, it's something. I want to really go into something that I am passionate about and something that I find really interesting. So that's what I'm really trying to do with this publishing certificate, and I'm trying to read more books and kind of find my genre, find which books I want to read the most, and hopefully that will kind of play a role in my YouTube, because I was a huge bookworm when I was younger. I would read like all kinds of books, like I would always be reading. And then when high school and university came along, there was just so much work involved and so much reading in classes that I feel like I kind of fell out of that passion. But recently, like in the last maybe like year or so, I've kind of like, it's like reignited. So I'm really happy to kind of try to see which book genres I'm more interested in. I've been really into the Crime Junkie podcast. I was listening to it all morning this morning. So I really recommend that. And because of my love for that, so I was listening to the Crime Junkie podcast, and then in my certificate, like on the online course, the instructor asked to list like favorite bookstagrams on Instagram, and someone listed this one Instagrammer. Let me just go ahead and find it. Oh, it's called Crime by the Book, and she has like a blog. It says, "A girl investigates crime fiction from around the world by the book." So she's based in New York. She works in publishing, and like this is her Instagram. Like it's gorgeous. Like I didn't even, like sometimes like things are so obvious, like wow, like a crime fiction blogger, that's like, that sounds amazing, but it just never even entered my mind, you know? So that's definitely something that I want to look into. I've gone to the library a couple times and kind of failed with reading all the books. Like I read maybe only 2 or 3 of them, still finishing the 3rd one. So I want to try to look for more crime books because I really enjoy those. And oh my gosh, my battery is flashing. Ugh, I thought I would have more time for this. Anyway, so if you're interested in more talk about post-grad, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment because, I mean, you're not alone. Like, it's so depressing and suffocating to always be staying at home, searching for jobs, and almost like it seems like you're doing nothing because you're getting no results, you know? So I just wanted to let you know that you're not alone in that. I'm gonna be continuing working hard and doing whatever else I can do. Really learned that you're gonna make excuses for literally everything in your life, and one day you just gotta like do it amidst that excuse. I've actually been going to the gym this week. Me and my brother got a membership and he's like very motivated to go, so he always drags me. And when I say drag, I literally mean drag. Like, he drags me across the floor and gets me up because I really don't feel like going to the gym. Like, if it was my own self-discipline when it comes to going to the gym, I wouldn't have gone. But today we're going again for the 3rd day in a row. Like, who am I? What is this? Me? And like, I am going on the treadmill as well and like running nonstop for like 10 minutes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for me it is. So it's just things like that that kind of, I feel like, help motivate you to feel strong about other things. So I'm gonna be doing my copy editing and stylistic editing course notes. So each week we get kind of like lecture readings that we have to read through, and then there's like mini assignments along the week, and then there's like bigger assignments due like every couple weeks. So I'm gonna do that, and while that's going on, I'm watching Friends on the big screen and drinking my tea, and then my brother comes home in about an hour and a half or 2, and then we're gonna go to the gym, and then I don't know, maybe I'll do like a YouTube video tonight or do some reading. I'll update you.
What? Ugly naked guy got a thigh master.
Has anybody seen my engagement ring? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, it's a little bit later in the day. Actually, it's evening time already. It's 8:20. Oh my gosh, I'm so red because I went for a run tonight. And this doesn't happen often, but it's the first time in like a few years where I actually felt amazing on my run. Like, I didn't know that that could happen. Like, I didn't know that you could be okay while running, because on the contrary, I always feel like literally dying. Like someone is dragging a stick across my chest and I can't breathe, and it's literally like death. But today I ran for 3 kilometers. It was about 23 minutes and I only stopped once. Like, I only stopped once, and I'm so proud of myself. I used to be so fit in high school when I had fitness class every semester, so we used to do running like twice a week, and we used to do all of these exercises and insanity, so I was literally in the best shape of my life in high school. Even though it was so sad to think back, because I used to think I was so fat. Like, I used to look in the mirror and just like think I had such a big stomach when I literally had no stomach. Like, I look back at pictures of myself and I'm like, I'm perfect. Like, that's literally the body that I'm trying to get right now. So it's so sad to think how insecure I was. Oh, where's my water? Anyways, that's just the reality of life. You know, you don't always look perfect. Sometimes you look like a red tomato or potato. So anyways, I feel so bad for myself because my body was literally perfect. But anyways, and the most I ran at fitness class was around 5 kilometers, like in the end. And obviously throughout university, like, I didn't do anything. And so slowly and surely, like, me and my brother got a really cheap gym membership, and I can't recognize myself. So anyways, yeah, I ran 3 kilometers, only stopped once, and it's such progress even from like 2 weeks ago. Like, it's crazy. So if only I could keep it up, like, I might just get a banana right now and watch a Christmas movie. Yesterday was my first day watching a Christmas Hallmark seasonal movie, like of the season. And yeah, so I did that, and I'm gonna do that again. I thought it was gonna be like a greater pick library. There wasn't much to pick, but I did get one book. It's called The Turn of the Key, and it's like I think it's a psychological crime story. I think it's kind of like a play on the Turn of the Screw novel, if you've ever heard of that. I kind of remember reading bits and pieces of it in first year university for English. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. It's basically about this nanny who arrives at this house, and she doesn't know that what she's stepping into is a nightmare. One will end with the child dead and herself in prison awaiting trial for murder. Gonna eat that stuff up, especially because I'm like so into the crime vibes lately for the content that I'm watching, and like through my podcast, through the unbelievable TV show series, and now books. So I'm really excited to read that. I was hoping I would have more of a book haul for you, like at least like 3 or 4 books. I still have one book that I'm reading at home that I've renewed literally like 4 times from the library because I haven't been able to finish it yet, and it's called The Shoemaker's Wife. So I'm really excited about that. I have a bookstagram. It's called books.spells.lattes. So if you're interested, then follow me there. I talk all about like my book journeys, and I take photos of my books with like cute, cozy, aesthetic vibes, with like a drink or like a blanket or anything like that. And yeah, I'm really proud of that Instagram I started a couple months ago. I definitely need to be more consistent on it. I haven't been consistent on Instagram. I haven't posted on Instagram in about a month. I just have nothing to post. You know, like that feeling where you just have like nothing to say? Yesterday, I realized that I really love going to Starbucks at nighttime and working on my school like notes there because it's just so calming. Like I got myself a London fog. I had to drive my brother somewhere, so I had to like hide out at a Starbucks, and I was actually so productive. Like yesterday, I finished notes for all 3 of my classes out of the 4, and so I still have a few like mini assignments to do that are due. One due today, one due Friday, and one more class that I have to make notes of, which is the copy editing class. The one that I think is gonna drive me insane, but most things that you love do, right? I convinced myself. So yeah, I also bought shortbread cookies yesterday, and I could not get enough of them. The window to my heart is literally shortbread cookies. Like, I love them so much. They just crumble in your mouth, and it's just, it's amazing. Almost crashed the car, so I guess that would make it more interesting. No, it wouldn't. Nope. So yeah, it's almost, well, it's 3:30. I don't know why I said almost. Why do I have the inclination, oops, almost another. Why do I have the inclination to say, why won't you just let me go? I don't know why I had the inclination to say 4 if it's like not even 3:30 yet, so. Okay, is it safe to go now? Like, can I go? Thank you. Ugh. Like weird zigzags on the road. Kind of like my life.